The topic for discussion is gaze disorders. A complicated pathway and often misdiagnosed, but we will make it as simple as possible. How to have a clear understanding of gaze palsy, how to have a localization of the gaze palsy, what are the structures involved. So, outline will include what are the types of gaze palsy, how to localize the lesion, what are the disease entities, and what are the variations in gaze palsy. We will discuss with the case-based scenario. A 56-year-old male, he has complaints of deviation of sight since 5 days. There is no history of headache, fever or decrease in vision. No previous history of such a similar episode and no associated weakness in other parts of the body. History is a sustained injury 7 days back when he fell in his bathroom. 2 days after the injury, he has developed deviation of the eyes. General examination normal. His cardiovascular, respiratory and GI system examination is normal. CNS examination revealed normal higher functions with a normal sensory system. Motor examination revealed an exaggerated knee reflex with normal other deep tendon reflexes. His gait was normal with no ataxia and tremor. Ocular examination revealed. This ocular examination, we will have different scenarios to reinforce what are the lesions possible. All the patients' convergence was within normal limits. A few patients, I will tell you whether convergence was affected or not affected. Convergence was within normal limits. Yes. The first scenario of we should be able to make the diagnosis where is the deficit and where is the lesion. What is the deficit and where is the lesion? The possibilities are either a midbrain lesion, Pont's lesion, cerebellar lesion, frontal lobe lesion or is a vestibular lesion. We should be able to say where is the lesion. Ocular abnormality I put as a blank. This is the one scenario where baseline the eyes are normal. When the patient looks to the right, it's normal. When the patient looks to the left eye shows nystagmus and there is adduction impairment of the right eye. Right eye fails to adduct and the abducting eye shows nystagmus. This is what is the first scenario. Second scenario, the patient's baseline there is MR palsy. It seems to be MR palsy, that is abducted eye. During abduction, the patient tries to see to the right side. The left eye does not adduct. When the patient tries to see the left side, no movement. No movement. This is the second scenario.